Go slow.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Mike.
We'd like to thank everyone for coming out today. I don't know where to start. Annette, it's just about 20 months ago I started working with you as a first-time manager. I was a little nervous. I wasn't sure what to expect. I can honestly say that it's been a pleasure working with you. Besides MetroCard customer claims, all the other things you taught me about life. And we just all gathered today to wish you, we won't say retirement, more of a permanent vacation.
Yes.
Right. That's going to start. And on behalf of the entire MetroCard customer claims family, we want to thank you for years of support, for leadership, and for always being there for us, and wish you nothing but the best as you move along.
Thank you very much.
Cross declare our AVP.
Where do you start?
Hey, I just wanted to say a couple of words about us.
Okay.
I came onto the department in 2004, and I didn't know too much about claims because it came in at the last minute to my area. I used to work for Fred Benjamin, and you know, I knew the reduced fare and stuff like that, but I didn't know claims. So I walked over to Annette in J Street, and I said to her, like, can you tell me, you know, I'm sort of new at this. Can you give me a little history or tell me a little bit about claims? You know, not too much, just enough. So about 2 hours later, seriously, 2 hours later, I was like a deer in the headlamps. She had graphs, paperwork, examples, training manuals. I walked out of there carrying all this stuff. But the one thing I'll never forget as long as I live is that she looked at me and she knew I was sort of overwhelmed. And she looked at me and she goes, honey, don't worry, I got you back. And she did, all these years. She really did. And the one thing that, you know, she brought a passion to her work that I've never seen anything like it. I mean, even this month, there was all these new projects we're working on, and she was coming to me, calling me late in the afternoon or first thing in the morning saying, I figured it out, I'm like, aren't you leaving?
Well, maybe we should do this.
Right. That's exactly.
We should think about that. You know, this may be happening down the road.
Yeah, and you could plan succession planning like crazy. They talk about it here a lot, but you can't replace a personality. You can't replace passion and dedication and the depth of knowledge that this person, woman, executive, whatever you are. And I refuse to use this word. Because we went out to lunch. We went out to lunch a couple of last week.
Wonderful lunch.
And actually, yeah,
food was fabulous.
It was good. And she ate.
Oh,
I was like shocked. But we were talking, and she was talking, and I was listening, and she was talking about and she was talking about what she's going to be doing, and it's not retirement for her. It's just a different journey, and it's going to be just as passionate and just as fulfilled with life and experience as she's brought here. And I'm really happy for her, and I'm really glad to see her go forward on this journey. So I just wish you the best. I wish you more happiness in your journey. And I wish you all the best. And you know I'm going to miss you.
I know.
Thank you. I wanted to be here for this, but I don't know.
But he's busy.
He's busy.
He's on his way.
He's on his way. Well, if he comes in, we'll do it over.
Do the second time. Yes.
So, you know we always do it.
Oh, yeah. What's life without a plaque at the authority?
So we did a plaque for you special. It says, in recognition of for your dedication and exemplary 31 years of service to New York City Transit, the Division of Revenue Control extends our best wishes for a happy and healthy, that word, November 29th, 2019.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, everyone gets that plaque. As a member of the revenue family.
Yes. Which is due.
And particularly from HPAC.
Oh, don't you
I know you don't want to ever see MetroCards again.
Yes.
But
Oh, Lord. Yeah. Beautiful.
So the iconic North Metro cards.
Yeah.
If you break this open one day, when you're running low of funds, you'll have some extra funds. But these are the original Blue Metro
That's
cards.
a Blue Metro card.
Encoded,
And with your last day,
with your last
special
day.
coded especially for you for your last day of work.
So we wish you,
Ooh. Are they expired?
they're about
Last
to
day of
be.
work.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, I was right there.
Oh, there it is.
And we are about to present you.
My apologies. I thought I'd be here at 12:30, but as you can tell, I don't know how to tell time.
See?
He's extremely busy.
I'm not going to take that call. So, we're all here to bid you farewell, is that true? I heard that was a rumor.
No, it's true.
I can't believe you're retiring before me.
Yes. What are you waiting for?
You're like 10 years younger.
What are you waiting for?
So, there's two types of people that I come across in this agency. There's people that have a passion for their work, and every day when they come here, I gotta take this. Hello? I'm sorry? April, listen, I'm just in the midst of something. Can I call you back? April's reminding me about Annette's retirement. She's my secretary, but she's assigned to Tim Mulligan because his secretaries all left him. So I felt so bad. I said, April, you gotta go work for this guy. I can't have a boss with no secretary. It was killing me. So the passion that you brought to the job over the years is, as I said, there's two types of people, right? There's some that just have the passion and some that don't.
There she is.
And that's the bottom line.
There she is.
Oh,
Come
here
on
you
in,
are.
girl.
Come in. You annoy me with the phone. So the passion you bring to work every day is something you can't teach. And I like to say, I can teach skill, but I can't teach will. And those are the things, those are some of the traits that if you don't have them, you're just not going to be a good leader. You're just not going to be a person that's a go-to person. And I've worked with Annette for many years, and the one thing I've known is that I can always count on the will, and that's critical. Other aspects of good leadership, we can teach those things, but this you can't teach, and I'm going to miss you. I'm not here. You guys do what you got to do here.
Well, it was already done.
That's a home run. That's a home run. Well, let's eat that.
April's calling me. It's time to eat
It's
now,
time for you to
right?
speak, right?
Oh, Lord. Well, considering that. No, I will do brevity. It will be brief. I think, I'm not going to go on and on. There's so many memories. My God, 30 years of service, over 30 years of service. I remember so many things. I mean, my God, we could write books. I'm serious, really write books about all the stuff. I can't with Money Train, boy. Remember that? Imagine that, having a whole theater to ourselves, to the TA. That was someday. But I just want to say that throughout my 30 years of working here, I've had the opportunity to work with some really great people, had the opportunity to work on some interesting and unusual projects. I mean, I've been asked to work on nuclear, biological, and chemical weapon training. And I mean, I had to train the trainer and teach people about that after all of the times with World Trade Center. And what an unbelievable experience that was, because I made sure that people understood the dangers of that. And it was such an experience to be a part of that and be able to train people about that. I've organized memorable events, UITP, back in the days. We've set up stuff, APTA, all of those kind of things I remember back then. I've worked in several departments that have evolved through the years and under 8 presidents since 1987.
Wow.
So, and I'm not going to talk about all of the acting, but, 8 presidents during that time. And those that I've worked and had faith, those who I've worked for had faith in me and afforded me the opportunity to run the MetroCard Claims Unit, which started out with about 7 or 8 people. Okay, some of you are still here to this day, and grew into almost 50 people that have worked very hard every day. We've gone through many happy times and many sad times. We've lost some people, that I wish were here today, and they're not, unfortunately. I've watched many of you grow from 20-year-olds to responsible adults, parents, grandparents, unbelievable. We've also had some challenging times where we've had to pull together. I mean, we've had Sandy, we've been, cast out to God knows where. We had to find out where we're going to set up an operation and everything. And it was just crazy. And you all hung together and stuck together, and we took work home. We tried to keep it chugging along, and that's the energy that I always liked about everyone here. And I think it's just remarkable. I wouldn't trade any of these experiences for anything, because they've helped me grow as a person. So I will miss all of you, especially those I've worked very closely with. Rabina and I have been stuck together at the hip, and without her help in this unit, I'm telling you, she's just phenomenal. She's phenomenal. So, I just wanted to say that Michael is phenomenal. Michael's going to be taking my place too, whatever you guys decide. And he's been working very hard to catch up. There is so much to learn. You think it's a small unit? Oh, what's the big deal? But there's so much to learn in this unit that it's overwhelming. It really is overwhelming. And when new people come on board, they say, my God, there's so much to this one simple beast of a MetroCard. So, I'm giving all my wonderful wishes to you that you'll hang in there and stay strong. I'm very excited and anxious to step into the next phase of my life. Which will be quite different than what I've done now. Many of you know I have many hobbies, and those hobbies I'm hoping to expand on and be able to bring joy in other people's lives as a result of those hobbies. And I really am looking so forward to that, because there's people who have retired and have no idea or what clue what to do with themselves. And I have the passion and the need to want to bring joy into their lives by bringing them something that'll bring them fun, happiness, and bring fun and happiness to their families. So many of you know what I'm talking about. I won't go into that because I could talk forever, and I don't want to do that. So, so I just wanted to tell you about that, but I wanted to thank all of you for participating and sharing in the joy of my retirement. I want to especially thank Rabina and Mike for organizing, and anyone else, I'm sorry, I don't want to leave anybody else out, who's helped in organizing this event, which, I think is wonderful and more than I can even expect. And the staff, I just want to say again, I'm going to miss you all, okay? I'm trying to see all of you, and I know I can't see all of you. And I want to thank you very much. This is very heartwarming, and I appreciate it, and I want to thank you once again.